Hey guys, Bethany here, BeFitDavis, all things life and fitness. So we are right in the middle of my run series, and today we're going to talk about how I structure a run program. So in the last video, we talked about strength training for runners and the benefits that it gives. And in this video, I'm going to talk about how to implement strength training into your run program. So I like to start with looking at the big picture. So the big picture would be your goal race or your goal mileage, your big goal. Then we can set small obtainable goals to get there. So when looking at a run program, you are gonna first look at what days you want your rest days to be. I suggest taking 2 rest days. So for me personally, my rest days are typically Sundays, and then usually I do a midweek break like a Wednesday or a Thursday. And that can change depending on how I'm feeling. Sometimes I will switch a run day, just listening to my body. And if I need that extra rest, I will take it. So next, I like to pick my long run day. And I like to have the day after my long run be a rest day, complete rest day. You can do some active recovery, some walking, maybe light biking, but I do like to take that day after the long run as complete rest. So once you come up with your big picture, your goal race, and your rest days and your long run days, now it's time to start putting your run program together. So make sure that when you pick that big goal race, you register for it. There's something about being registered for that race that's going to hold you accountable and get you motivated to train for that goal. So next up, we need to determine your weekly goal base mileage. So if you're just starting out with running, you might need to work up to this. So say you have a goal of a half marathon. Half marathon distance is 13.1 miles. So I like to do, as a general rule, your base mileage goal would be to double that. So your base mileage would be 26.2 roughly miles a week. I like to round it up to 30, and that's if you're training for a half marathon. So again, this is a good rule if you're just starting out. Again, you might have to work up to that. So you might even start with run walk intervals, get up to a few miles running consistently, build up to that 26.2 or round up to 30 weekly miles. So once you get to this consistent weekly base mileage, then I like to keep that up until you are confident in running that. Now we can start entering in some speed workouts, some tempo runs, and strength training. Okay, so let's talk about types of workouts that you might see. There are long runs, there are easy runs, there are tempo runs, and there are speed workouts or repeats, mile repeats. You might have shorter distance repeats like 400-meter repeats. I like to start off with a couple time trials. So I like to do a 1 mile timed, a 5K timed, and a 10K timed. And then tempo runs, kind of everybody does it a little differently. You can have like a progression run where you start off maybe at an easy pace and you progressively get faster each run. You have tempo runs that might be just below race pace. So just below your half marathon distance pace. Again, that's if we're training for a half marathon, which we're going to use as an example in this video. For speed work, or you can have hill repeats, which is speed work. Hills are also a form of strength training. Hill speed work is a great workout. So when I have my clients do hill workouts, I like to have them attack the hills, run hard and fast up the hill, and jog the downhill and recover. Other forms of speed work, like I said, is 1 mile repeats. You can have 400-meter repeats, 800-meter repeats, and I like to recover 1 to 3 minutes in between each of those repeats. I like to be nice and recovered, walk, catch my breath, to be ready to hit that repeat hard again. Then you have your strength training days and your rest days. Now, how do we put all of this together, and what days during the week do we do what? So let's say we have our rest day on Sunday and our rest day on Wednesday. I like to do my long run on Saturday, so that way the day after, like I said, you have a complete rest day. I like to do speed work on Monday, maybe some hill repeats, maybe 1 mile repeats, maybe a good tempo run, followed by an easy run on Tuesday, a rest day on Wednesday or Thursday, and then maybe another tempo run or a progression run on Thursday. So where does strength training come in? It is so important, and I cannot stress this enough, to keep your easy days easy and your hard days hard. So if you keep your easy days easy, you don't want to add a strength training day on an easy run day, because then it wouldn't make it so easy. So let's keep our easy run days nice, easy pace, 2 to 3 minutes slower than our race pace. That's what I suggest. You might feel like you're crawling. You want your easy pace to be a very comfortable pace, to where if I was running alongside you, we could just chat the whole time. Easy. You want to finish your easy run going, man, I feel like I could have ran all day. So there's easy runs, and I also say there are recovery runs. Recovery runs might be on a deload week, when we're kind of cutting back mileage, taking it back, really recovering. Your recovery pace might be a little slower than your typical easy pace, and that's okay. Strength training on your hard days. So I would put a strength training workout on Monday with a speed workout. I would put it on Thursday with maybe a tempo run, and I could put a light strength training workout, maybe a good core workout, after a long run on Saturday. So again, this is just a general way I structure my programs. And this is, for the most part, this is a general kind of like calendar or structure for it, but I tailor it to each of my athletes, to myself, and we can adjust at any time and listen to your body. Listening to your body is most important. Okay, so a few things to remember when programming your run program is, as a general rule of thumb, you don't want to increase your mileage more than 10% each week. So you want to gradually increase that long run. I like to increase it by about a mile each week, and then you can slowly increase your midweek runs as well. Another tip is to not pair speed work or hard runs back to back. So you always want to have a rest day or an easy run in between to allow your body to properly recover and repair that muscle that we just broke down the day before. Again, I'm going to say this a lot. I cannot stress this enough. Keep your easy runs easy. Sometimes runners often get in this like gray area of running where we are not quite at speed work and a little faster than our easy runs. And that's often when we can hit a plateau and we start kind of not making progress. There is something behind running slow to racing faster. The slower you run, the more miles you can run, which is going to help your body become more efficient, be able to properly recover, get more mileage under your belt, and then be able to push harder on those hard days. And most importantly is listen to your body. You might have a run program all planned out. This is the goal. This is what you're going to stick to. And if you're really feeling like you need a rest one day, listen to your body and take it. Now, if you're just feeling like, oh, I don't want to go on a run, well, maybe push through that. But listening to your body is most important, and it's part of being a smart athlete. We really need to listen to our body, adjust when needed, be okay with adjusting the training program, but keeping that same goal in mind. All right, so next, if you have not ever worked with a coach, and you are doing your own programming, I hope that this video kind of helps you with just, again, a basic structure on how to program. If you're just starting strength training, I did talk about it in my last video. Start slow, start easy, start maybe 1 day a week with body weight movements and progress from there. But if you are a newer runner and you're looking to train for a race, I highly suggest hiring a coach. So even coaches have coaches. I hire a coach whenever I'm training for a race, because if I create my own program, I think, well, I created it, I can change it. And I have a harder time sticking with it. But hiring a coach gives you that, first of all, that knowledge to create a plan that is going to be individually and specific for you and your goal, but then also that accountability of someone wrote this for you, someone is waiting to hear how your workout went, and that accountability is huge. So if you are interested in hiring a coach, Myself and my team of coaches are experienced and willing to help you, and we want to come alongside you and help you reach your goals. Okay, you guys, if you haven't done so yet, now would be a great time to make sure you're subscribed to my channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. I also love to hear from you in the comments. Let's just chat about running. Let's chat about how you structure your program. And I want to know if you've worked with a coach or not. So let me know in the comments below. Okay, you guys, we have one more video in this series, and we're going to talk about racing tips and strategies. So if you have a big race coming up or you plan to run a race, you won't want to miss this video. I'll see you guys next time. Scooter!